At the debate, an issue that emerged, which I thought was interesting, trade. Senator Clinton was asked about the North America Free Trade Agreement, which President Clinton considers one of the most important achievements of his administration. And this is what she said.
Was NAFTA a mistake?
NAFTA was a mistake to the extent that it did not deliver on what we had hoped it would.
That's in stark contrast to what Senator Clinton had said. Here she is in '04. I think on balance, NAFTA has been good for New York and America. Ron Brownstein, you've written in your book, The Second Civil War, about Bill Clinton. You interviewed him and talked to him. David Broder last week talked about what will the role of Bill Clinton be in a Clinton administration? 2 presidents in one house. And how does that work out? And you have an issue like trade here, which there appears to be a disagreement. You had the president jumping in, defending his wife over the last couple of weeks, sometimes very vociferously. Tell us about your conversation.
Okay, couple things. First of all, I think if you look at Hillary Clinton and where she has positioned herself on the broad array of issues, on domestic issues, she has been less willing to challenge conventional wisdom within the party than her husband. She has been pulled back by, I think, by the greater partisan tide, whether it's education, trade, entitlements. She is less willing, I think, to sort of push against the party consensus, whereas on foreign policy, she has been willing to take some risks to try to maintain a centrist position for the general election. In the book, I had a very interesting conversation with Bill Clinton in which he talked about what he did wrong as well as what he did right about trying to reach out beyond the partisan divides that he inherited in when he arrived in 1993. And he offers some very specific advice to the next president about how to try to assemble a broader coalition and really reach out to voters who don't necessarily agree with you. Now, this, of course, is a point of dispute in the Democratic race between Obama and Clinton, arguing about who could unite the country better. And what was fascinating about the interview with Clinton was his insistence on finding issues where you can work with the other side. Now, that's something that Hillary Clinton, people who disagree with you on 9 out of 10 issues, find the 10th one that you can build a habit of cooperation. Clinton has been able to do that in the Senate, but on the presidential campaign trail, I think this Obama thing shows that, the other side of her has also come out, a very, very tough partisan who responds with a punch when she gets a punch. And I wonder, the question I think for her is which one of these instincts would predominate if she becomes president. Intellectually, I think she agrees with him on the importance of building broad coalitions, but in her gut, she is a little more of a kind of a street fighter in her initial response than former President Clinton.